Hello people, welcome back to Beauty Jam. Today we're going to be doing December favourites. Yeah, it's the end of December, believe it or not. Honestly, I can't believe it. Yeah, this is the second to last weekend in December and I'm doing December favourites. The reason I'm doing it this weekend is because next weekend I do my annual review, so I'm doing this like a weekend ahead, but either way it's still things I've been loving in December. So, things I have been loving in December, quite a few. Not quite a few, there's 4. But they're all kind of to do with the same thing. So, as you may know or may not know, if you missed the video then you might not know, I had an operation this month and yeah, that happened. So the monthly favourites kind of are to do with that. Not all of them, but most of them. This is one. This is a to-do thing. I've had this kind of sat in my room, and what you do is it's like little pegs. See, little pegs that you can like clip things to that you need to do. I've had a lot of appointments and things like that, so this has kind of been full of different things I need to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Saturday, Sunday. So this has kind of been full. This has been a lifesaver. I would forget so many things if I hadn't have pinned it to this. I know I need to do this Friday, you know? So yeah, that is one thing I've been loving keeping up with stuff. The second thing I've been loving is antibacterial hand sanitizer, because as you know, hospitals have a lot of germs and I can't be dealing with it, so I took this with me and I kept applying it as I was walking around. But they've got things there, but I didn't realise, so I took my own and I have been loving that this month because it saved me from being ill. So that was definitely, and I love like the leopard print thing on it, and it's nice blue colour. Yeah, so I would suggest if you're going into hospital or anything like that, definitely take some of this stuff because, you know, you don't want to be ill. That's one thing. So yeah, and I actually had another one. I had this one. I think I used this once, but I took 2 because I didn't know how long I was going to be in, so I took 2. But I mainly use this one, as you can see by the usage. Yeah. Third thing I've been loving this month is also to do with the hospital. This is EMLA Cream. EMLA, if you I never heard of this till this year. Basically, I've talked about this in Get to Know Me. I don't like needles, I hate anything to do with that, but obviously when you're having an operation, there is a lot of needles involved. And I was dreading it. I started having like, not panic attacks, I'm not going to say a panic attack, but just freaking out, heavy breathing, sweating, like I just can't deal with it. It's the build-up. I know the initial injection itself and the initial blood test itself, I know it's just a sharp scratch. I know it only lasts a couple of seconds, like I know all this, but it's the build-up. The build-up in the waiting room is the worst, and I don't know why. I don't know, but I just freak out and I just can't deal with it. I'm one of those people that if you tell me I'm going to have a blood test, or if you tell me that I've got to have a cannula thing in my hand or whatever, you need to tell me the second it's being done, because if you don't, I'm going to spend the whole freaking time freaking out about it. That's the type of person I am, okay? But please tell me in advance now, because I have this cream. This cream, I don't think I used it right the first time, to be honest. I think I did it wrong. But what it does, it numbs the skin. So let's just say I'm having a blood test, right? I put it on. You can still see like the marks. Look. I put it on, and you put it like kind of wherever you think the needle's going to go, basically. So if you have a needle in your arm, you put it there. If you're having a blood test, you put it here. Cannula, you put it on the back of your hand. Like anywhere, even your bum, right? This can go in your bum, right? So you put it on, thick layer it says. So you put a thick layer on, and then you have like some come with dressings, but this one doesn't. This doesn't come with dressings. So I used cling film, which is where I think I went wrong. But you wrap basically around and you leave it for an hour, right? You leave it for an hour. Then You go to your appointment, they take the cling film off, they wipe the cream off the arm, obviously, and then they do your blood test or your injection or whatever. And I'm not going to say it's painless, because you are still aware that something is going into your arm, but it kind of takes that sharp scratch away, and I have found that I am much better with this cream than without. But I'm not going to say that you're basically knocked out and you don't know you've had a blood test. I'm not going to say that. You do know, but it's not as bad. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, so you can get this. I got it from my local pharmacy. I asked them whether they had it, and they did. They had one box left, because apparently it's very popular, because people like to use it when they have their eyebrows done. Apparently, that's what my pharmacist said. So, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing, and that's been like a lifesaver for me. Not life, but like panic saver. It saved me from a lot of panic. Yeah, the only thing I actually panic about now, especially when I was in the hospital, was they're not going to tell me. They're not going to inform me an hour before, and then I'm not going to have the cream on. That was the only thing I was panicking about, so I kept saying, can you tell me before I go, like an hour, so I can put my cream on? Yes. And I was like, come on, please just tell me, just so that I know. And that was the only thing I was panicking about. I was like, they're going to forget, and then they're going to say, we're taking you down now, and I'm going to be like, I haven't put my cream on. I panic about the most stupid stuff. Anyway, the last thing I've been loving this month, and it's been a bad month, to be honest. Not bad, but it's just been a bit hectic, and I haven't liked it. I found this. I was going through some of my room, some of my gaming boxes, because obviously I've put Spyro. I put Crash Away in there, and I've put Spyro kind of out. I found this. This I had when I was about 5 years old. It's an old PS1 game carrier, and it's got Spyro on the front. Look how cool that is. It's actually like embroidered in. I don't know whether you can probably get these anymore. Probably not. I don't even know where I would have had this from, but I've had it years. I know he looks kind of pink, but this is old, you know. But yeah, and it's basically an old game carrier. I used to put my memory cards and stuff in here, and then I'd have all my games, my PS1 games. I've still got some in there, look. I've still got some games in there. Some I've put back in the original cases. But this used to be full of games, like PS1 games. I've got Spyro a Hero's Tale in here. I don't know why that's in here. I've got the case to that. And I've got Crash 2 Cortex Strikes Back, the original, in here. I'll tell you what. That is supposed to be in the case. In the Spyro a Hero's Tale case, I bet you Crash 1's in there, the original, because I bet I put Crash 1 there and then Crash 2. But I've put Spyro in there because Crash 1 is in the Hero's Tale case. I bet you. You open some of my game cases, and the game that's on the front won't be the game that's inside, because I just shove games in any flipping case. That's one annoying thing about me. I annoy myself with that. But I just do it. I don't know why. It's just because it's convenient. The case is empty, put the disc in there. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I found this and I loved it, and it brought so many memories back, but I just loved it because it was Spyro as well. So yeah, that's a monthly favourite. And that's going to be it for this video. Oh my gosh, I hope you enjoyed it. Next week will be the annual review, yeah, for this year. That's why this video is here. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you check out some of my other videos, and I will see you next time, next week. Bye!